On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Disguise.
To hide or alter someone's appearance to deceive or mislead others.
Examples:
Disguise my feelings. Disguise his voice. Later, it turned out that the politician disguised the fact from the public.
Ransom.
A large amount of money that is paid for being made to secure the release of a person being held captive.
Examples:
Ransom money. Ransom demand. The kidnappers demanded a ransom for the release of the victim.
Terrify.
To frighten someone very much.
Examples:
Terrify people. The threats terrify him. It would be best not to terrify your associates into doing complex tasks.
Comprehend.
To understand the nature or meaning of something fully.
Examples:
Comprehend English. Comprehend instructions. She struggled to comprehend complex math problems.
Comfort.
A state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint.
Examples:
Words of comfort. Comfort level. He found comfort in the warm embrace of his loved ones.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically. Noun, the act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
Embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Worthless.
Having no value or usefulness, not worth considering.
Examples:
Worthless stock. Worthless coin. The product was found to be worthless as it failed to meet the customer's expectations.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. 'On a quest for happiness.' That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Pointless.
Having no purpose or reason, serving no useful function, meaningless or senseless.
Examples:
Pointless argument. Pointless task. The meeting was considered pointless since nothing was accomplished.
Corpse.
The dead body of a human being.
Examples:
Desiccated corpse. The corpse of an animal. The police found the corpse in the abandoned building.
Siege.
The surrounding of a place and isolating it by an army to defeat those defending it.
Examples:
Hostage siege. Lay siege to his house. People began storing up food and supplies for the siege.
Bard.
A poet, especially one who composes poems in a traditional oral style, a singer or minstrel who tells stories through song.
Examples:
Medieval bard. A famous bard. The bard's performance at the festival was the highlight of the event.
Poem.
A piece of writing that emphasizes the expression of feelings and ideas by paying particular attention to diction, sometimes rhyme, rhythm, and imagery.
Examples:
A narrative poem. Poem to the dead. A great poem is a fountain forever overflowing with the waters of wisdom and delight.
Memorize.
To learn something carefully so that you will remember it exactly.
Examples:
Memorize musical scores. Try hard to memorize the lines. Lawyers need to memorize even the most minor provisions of the law.
Recite.
To say a poem, piece of literature, etc. aloud from memory.
Examples:
Recite a charm. Recite a long list of the article. He could recite all of Shakespeare's works.
Cascade.
A small waterfall or series of small waterfalls, a succession of stages or operations or processes or units.
Examples:
Cascade connection. Transistor cascade. The cascade of waterfalls in the national park was a breathtaking sight.
Retell.
To tell someone about something again or differently.
Examples:
Retell a story. Retell an old tale. He retells the truth to plead not guilty.
Rediscover.
To discover or find again something that was previously known but lost.
Examples:
Rediscover a value. Rediscover an old truth. The painting was rediscovered in an attic and turned out to be a long-lost masterpiece.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Wisdom.
The quality of being wise, or the ability to use your knowledge and experience to make sensible decisions.
Examples:
A fountain of wisdom. Wisdom literature. The community greatly respected and sought after the older adult's wisdom.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Brave.
Showing courage or fearlessness in the face of danger, difficulty, or adversity.
Examples:
Brave soldier. Brave decision. The brave firefighter rescued the family from the burning building.
Sorrow.
A feeling of deep sadness, grief, or regret, especially for something lost or ending.
Examples:
Deep sorrow. Sorrow for sin. The death of her best friend filled her with sorrow.
Courage.
The ability to face danger, difficulty, uncertainty, or pain without being overcome by fear or despair. The quality of being brave or courageous.
Examples:
Mental courage. Inspire courage. It takes a lot of courage to stand up for what you believe is right.
Mortal.
Subject to death, unrelenting and deadly.
Examples:
A mortal combat. This mortal life. All humans are mortal and will eventually die.
Contrast.
To put in opposition, to show or emphasize differences.
Examples:
Contrast with a decade ago. Contrast two things. It's intriguing to compare and contrast the two authors.
Subcontract.
To enter into a contract with another party to complete a specific task or project as a part of a larger contract or agreement. To outsource a portion of work to another party.
Examples:
Subcontract services. Subcontract data entry work. The government agency put out a request for tenders to subcontract the maintenance of their facilities.
Mortality.
The quality or state of being subject to death.
Examples:
Mortality due to cancer. Lower infant mortality. This disease has a high mortality.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Absurd.
Ridiculously silly, unreasonable, or illogical.
Examples:
Absurd storyline. An absurd amount of money. We immediately rejected his absurd suggestion.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Palliate.
To make a disease, condition, or symptom appear less severe or intense than it actually is. To alleviate or ease symptoms without curing the underlying cause.
Examples:
Palliate symptoms. Attempts to palliate. The charity provided meals and shelter to palliate the suffering of the homeless population.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Denial.
A statement that something is not true or does not exist.
Examples:
State of denial. An absolute denial. She gave us a categorical denial of the scandal.
Forbidden.
Not permitted or allowed by rules or laws.
Examples:
Forbidden words. Forbidden love. Taking photographs inside the museum is forbidden.
Sight.
The ability to see anything that is seen.
Examples:
An unexpected sight. Dull sight. Many famous sites are within walking distance.
Core.
A large group of people trained and organized for a particular purpose, such as the military or a performing arts troupe.
Examples:
Airborne Corps. Corps Artillery. The Corps arrived at the front lines just in time to reinforce the exhausted soldiers.
Pixel.
The smallest unit of an image that can be displayed or manipulated electronically, typically a point of light on a computer screen or in a digital image.
Examples:
Pixel density. Color pixels. The computer screen comprises thousands of tiny pixels that create the overall picture.
Hector.
To intimidate or bully someone.
Examples:
Hector people. Hector them into shaking hands. He was known for hectoring his employees and making them work long hours.
Decency.
Behavior that is appropriate or suitable in a given context, especially in terms of social norms and moral standards.
Examples:
An offense against decency. Decency standards. He always tried to act with decency, treating others with respect and kindness.
Advertise.
To draw attention to something such as a product, service, or event in public, to encourage people to buy, use, or attend it.
Examples:
Advertise the campaign. Advertise on social media. We want to advertise our company through your media.
Revenue.
The income that a government receives from taxes or that a company earns from its business.
Examples:
Tax revenue. Annual revenue. This graph indicates the city's tourism revenue over 5 years.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
Flee their homes. Flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Courageous.
Able to face and deal with danger or fear without flinching.
Examples:
Make a courageous decision. Courageous rescue attempt. He was a courageous soldier who had served his country with honor.
Frightening.
Causing fear or alarm, or very surprising and alarming.
Examples:
Cast frightening eyes. Frightening experience. The news of the pandemic was a frightening reminder of the fragility of human health.
Conception.
A general idea or belief of what something or someone is like or should be, an understanding of a situation or a principle.
Examples:
A grand conception. The conception of the good. I have no conception of what you intend.
Terminal.
A building or place where buses, trains, or airplanes stop and where passengers or goods can be picked up or dropped off. Adjective, of or situated at the ends of a delivery route.
Examples:
Terminal disease. A terminal syllable. The terminal at the airport is where passengers catch their flights.
Ashamed.
Feeling guilt, embarrassment, or remorse about something because of something you have done.
Examples:
Feel ashamed of him. Cast ashamed eyes. You don't have to be ashamed.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Grieve.
To feel or show great sadness or sorrow, especially for someone who has died.
Examples:
Grieve for loss. Grieve at the sad news. She grieved the loss of her parents.
Openly.
Without hiding any of your feelings, opinions, or facts, frankly and trustfully.
Examples:
Openly break the law. Openly discuss disagreement. He openly apologized for his mistake.
Recognizable.
Easy to become aware of or identify.
Examples:
To a recognizable degree. Recognizable landmark. His car was easily recognizable in the parking lot.
Cite.
To refer to something such as a passage, book, etc. as evidence for a theory or as a reason why something has happened.
Examples:
Cite various authorities. Cite a fact as evidence. The devil can cite scripture for his purpose.
Moth.
An insect with wings similar to a butterfly that travels at night and is attracted to light.
Examples:
Moth larva. Moth attracted to the light. The moth is a serious threat to the farm's output.
Grief.
A very great sadness, especially when somebody dies.
Examples:
Have grief and sorrow. A lot of grief. Each person has a unique grief experience.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Warrior.
A person who engaged in or experienced warfare, especially in the past.
Examples:
Armored warrior. Warrior spirit. The poem depicts the heroics of a legendary warrior.
Plain.
Without being decorated in any way, noun, a vast expanse of flat land with few trees.
Examples:
Plain answer. Delta plain. The lowest lowland region is mostly flat plain.
Conquer.
To bring under control by force or authority.
Examples:
Conquer fatal disease. Conquer the world. You must conquer your anxiety about driving.
Instruct.
To teach someone practical skills or knowledge. To formally order or tell someone to do something.
Examples:
Instruct a student. Instruct a computer. The facility manager instructed the security guards to be on high alert.
Resit.
To retake or reattempt an examination or test that one has previously failed or did not pass with a satisfactory grade.
Examples:
Resit assessment. Resit a driving test. He will have to resit the exam if he wants to improve his grade.
Rite.
A formal or ceremonial act or set of acts performed in a traditional or prescribed way, a religious or spiritual ceremony or practice.
Examples:
Perform the rite. Rite of passage into adulthood. The bishop performed the rite of consecration for the new church.
Dank.
Unpleasantly damp and musty, used in slang, considered cool or of high quality, particularly about cannabis and marijuana culture.
Examples:
Dank basement. Dank smell. The old, dank cellar was the perfect place for storing wine.
Lament.
To express sadness, grief, or disappointment about something, often by complaining or mourning.
Examples:
Lament my misfortunes. Lament the situation. She lamented the loss of her beloved cat.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Hairy.
Covered with hair or having a furry texture, difficult, dangerous, or complicated.
Examples:
Hairy situation. Hairy arms. The new rescue dog was covered in thick, hairy fur that kept him warm in cold weather.
Nostril.
Either of the two openings in the nose through which air is breathed.
Examples:
Bleeding nostril. Clogged nostril. She had a tissue ready to wipe her nostril after a sneeze.
Instinctively.
As a matter of nature or intuition rather than thought or training.
Examples:
Instinctively grab the knife. Instinctively bad with children. Some researchers claim that even humans can instinctively sense earthquakes.
Maternal.
Relating to or characteristic of a mother, having feelings that are typical of a caring mother towards her child.
Examples:
On the maternal side. Maternal care. She had a very maternal instinct towards her newborn baby.
Overcome.
To succeed in controlling or dealing with something, such as a problem or difficulty, to defeat or overwhelm someone.
Examples:
Overcome opponents. Overcome all difficulties. He tried to overcome a bad reputation and win the election.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
County.
An administrative division of a country or state, typically one of several comprising a larger division.
Examples:
County seat. Throughout the county. The county's population has been increasing rapidly in recent years.
Warm-blooded.
Of or relating to animals that regulate their body temperature internally, typically mammals and birds, and maintain a relatively constant temperature regardless of external conditions, figuratively, passionate, enthusiastic, or emotionally expressive.
Examples:
Warm-blooded mammals. Warm-blooded fans. Humans are warm-blooded creatures that can regulate their body temperature.
Mammal.
Any animal of which the female gives birth to live young, not eggs, and feeds her young on milk from her own body.
Examples:
A primitive mammal. A sort of mammal. Marine mammal populations are declining worldwide due to ocean pollution.
Carve.
To create something by cutting wood or stone, to turn sharply.
Examples:
Carve a statue. Carve my name on the plate. This statue is carved from a single tree trunk.
Marble.
A hard crystalline metamorphic rock that has a pattern of lines going through it and takes a high polish used for sculpture and as building material. A small ball made of stone, especially one used in children's games.
Examples:
Marble statues. Artificial marble. The floor was made of white and black marble arranged in a checkerboard pattern.
Stone cold.
Without emotion or feeling, cold-blooded or unfeeling, completely still or motionless.
Examples:
Stone cold sober. Stone cold killer. The suspect's stone cold demeanor during the trial was unsettling.
Mannequin.
A life-sized model of the human body used for displaying clothes, especially in a store window.
Examples:
Mannequin display. Pose mannequin. The store's window display featured a series of mannequins dressed in the latest fashion.
Epiphany.
A moment of sudden and great realization or revelation, a Christian festival, held on January 6th, celebrating the visit of the three wise men to the infant Jesus.
Examples:
Epiphany about life. Feast of Epiphany. She had an epiphany while meditating and realized the answer to her problem.
Pump.
To cause water, air, gas, etc. to move from one place to another by using mechanical equipment, to get or supply something such as money, information, etc. in significant quantities.
Examples:
Pump a secret out of success. Pump blood throughout the body. He was alert and could not pump any critical information out of him.
Disappear.
To cease to exist or be visible.
Examples:
Disappear without a trace. Disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Limb.
An arm and leg of a person or animal.
Examples:
A prosthetic limb. Limb amputation. You should wrap the bandage carefully and firmly around the injured limb.
Cheek.
Either side of the face below the eye and between the nose and the jaw.
Examples:
Cheekbone. Hollowed out cheek. He gently touched her apple red cheek and whispered that he loved her.
Sag.
To droop or hang down, especially due to a lack of support or the weight of something.
Examples:
Sag my jaw. Sag with fatigue. The old mattress sagged in the middle, making it uncomfortable to sleep on.
Bloodless.
Lacking any evidence of violence, injury, or blood, figuratively, lacking emotional or visceral impact or intensity.
Examples:
Bloodless medicine. Bloodless battlefield. The surgery was performed with such precision that it was a nearly bloodless procedure.
Ivory.
A hard, creamy white substance that comes from the tusks of elephants, walruses, and some other animals and is used to make ornaments and other decorative items.
Examples:
Tower of ivory. Ivory carving. The intricate carvings on the ivory tusk were a work of art.
Animate.
To make something full of interest and energy.
Examples:
Animate the body. Animate his soul. The positive attitude of the supervisor animated the discussion.
Kern.
To adjust the spacing between letters or characters in typesetting, especially to reduce the space between two adjoining characters for a better visual fit. Noun, the part of a letter that projects beyond its nominal width.
Examples:
Kern text. Kern spacing. The typographer must kern the headlines to make them more visually appealing.
Ignition.
The act of starting a fire, engine, or other device, the beginning or starting point of a process or event.
Examples:
Ignition system. Ignition switch. My car's ignition wouldn't turn over, so I had to call a mechanic.
Shell.
Hard outer covering or case of eggs, nuts, some seeds, and some animals.
Examples:
An egg shell. A mollusk shell. The outermost electron shell determines the chemical properties of an atom.
Revere.
To feel deep and profound respect or admiration for someone or something, to hold in high esteem.
Examples:
Revere a hero. Revere a deity. Many people revere their religious leaders and look up to them for guidance.
Revered.
Highly respected or admired, often because of moral or spiritual qualities.
Examples:
Revered figure. The most revered president. The revered teacher was loved by her students.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Slay.
To kill violently, especially with a weapon.
Examples:
Slay a dragon. Slay civilians. The singer slayed the audience with her powerful voice and amazing performance.
Weep.
To cry tears because of sadness, rage, or pain.
Examples:
Weep bitter tears. Weep for joy. I'm easily moved to tears, so I would weep in sympathy if I saw that movie.
Breast.
Either of the two round soft parts of a woman's chest which secrete milk after childbirth.
Examples:
Breast cancer. The mountain's breast. He grilled the breast meat of a chicken.
Enact.
To make a law, to put something into practice.
Examples:
Enact new legislation. Enact the smoking ban. The government enacted this law in 1925.
Raft.
A flat structure, usually made of logs or planks, that can be used for transport or as a platform for swimmer.
Examples:
A raft for carrying horses. A life raft. The rubber raft was swept out to sea.
Ritual.
Any customary observance or practice, any prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies.
Examples:
A ritual dance. Morning ritual. The woman of the house does the holy ritual of lighting 2 candles.
Bind.
To tie or fasten someone or something tightly with rope, string, etc., so that they cannot move or are held together strongly.
Examples:
Bind the man's hands. Bind old letters into a bundle. The company's rules bind the employees' working hours.
Afflict.
To cause pain, suffering, or distress to someone or something.
Examples:
Afflict with the plague. Afflict the economy. The disease can afflict both humans and animals.
Feast.
A large meal, typically one served on a special occasion.
Examples:
A feast for the eyes. A nightly feast. The royal feast celebrated the harvest, and the community enjoyed it.
Ordinary.
Not different, exceptional, or unexpected in any way, especially in quality, ability, size, or degree.
Examples:
An ordinary school. Ordinary annual revenue. The ordinary session of the Diet opened.
Lifetime.
The duration of someone's life or of something's existence.
Examples:
Lifetime benefits. Lifetime ban formed the sport. She had lived through 2 world wars in her lifetime.
Abstract.
Based on general ideas, feelings, or qualities and not on any of physical or concrete existence.
Examples:
An abstract noun. Abstract science. The invention of the camera triggered the development of abstract painting.
Sentimental.
Connected with or resulting from someone's emotions, rather than reason or realism.
Examples:
In a sentimental mood. Sentimental damage. Stop being sentimental and always speak the truth.
Wrap.
To cover or enclose something entirely with paper, cloth, or other material.
Examples:
Wrap a fish in foil. Wrap up a meeting. Wrap the bandage tightly around the injured arm.
Shroud.
A length of cloth or other material used to cover or wrap a dead body, something that conceals or obscures something else, often used metaphorically.
Examples:
Shroud of mystery. Shroud of suspicion. The protective shroud covered the body in the coffin at the funeral.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
A profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Protocol.
A set of rules or procedures for transmitting data or conducting a process or activity, especially in computer networks or scientific experiments, the initial or original version of an agreement.
Examples:
Draft a protocol. Protocol breach. The company has a strict protocol for handling sensitive information to ensure security.
Coffin.
A box or container used to bury a dead body, a case or structure resembling a coffin.
Examples:
Coffin lid. Wooden coffin. The priest prayed over the coffin before it was lowered into the ground.
Instance:
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
License.
An official permission or authorization to do, use, or own something, a legal document that grants the holder the right to perform certain activities, such as driving a car, practicing a profession, or using a particular product or service.
Examples:
License renewal. Software license. Before driving, ensure you have a valid driver's license.
Recognition.
The action or process of recognizing or being recognized, especially by remembering, an agreement that something is true or legal.
Examples:
Recognition award. Joint recognition. He was given recognition for his outstanding work in the field of medicine.
Irrevocable.
Not able to be changed, reversed, or undone, final and permanent.
Examples:
Irrevocable decision. Irrevocable letter of credit. Some actions can have irreparable and irrevocable consequences.
Deceased.
No longer alive, dead.
Examples:
Deceased loved one. Deceased relative. The deceased person's family was notified of their passing.
Acknowledgement.
The act of accepting or admitting something, or the fact of being accepted or admitted, recognition or acceptance of the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
In thankful acknowledgement. Acknowledgement of obligation. The recipient signed the acknowledgement of receipt.
Bereavement.
The state of having lost a relative or close friend, grief or sadness caused by the loss of someone or something.
Examples:
His sad bereavement. Bereavement leave. She was in a state of bereavement after her mother passed away.
Unflinching.
Not showing any fear or hesitation, steadfast or resolute.
Examples:
Unflinching in battle. Unflinching determination. The firefighter showed unflinching bravery in the face of danger.
Solidarity.
Unity or agreement of feelings or actions among a group, especially among individuals with a common interest.
Examples:
solidarity among union members, solidarity action. The workers showed solidarity in their strike for better working conditions.
Forebear.
An ancestor or a precursor.
Examples:
a forebear of one of the tribes. Forebear predecessor. His forebear was one of the first settlers in the area.
Embedded.
Fixed firmly into the surface of something.
Examples:
embedded systems. LED embedded glass. The embedded chip in my credit card allows me to make contactless payments.
Instruction.
Detailed direction, order, etc., on how to do or use something.
Examples:
individual instruction. Follow his instructions. They needed further instruction to perform their duties efficiently.
Immortal.
Having eternal or never-ending life, living forever, incapable of dying, having enduring fame or lasting significance.
Examples:
immortal soul. Immortal love. Legends often describe mythical creatures as immortal beings.
Heal.
To make a wound or injury to become well again.
Examples:
heal a broken bone. Heal the hurt mind. It will take time for her mental scars to heal.
Murmur.
To say something very quietly, to complain about somebody or something under one's breath.
Examples:
murmur at low wages. Murmur a greeting. He always murmurs at the ill treatment.
Scatter.
To cause to separate and go in different directions.
Examples:
scatter seeds. Scatter around the internet. The hunter's approach scattered the geese.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
a private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Confront.
To face, meet or deal with a problem or difficult situation or person.
Examples:
confront a global warming. Confront the issue. He finally decided to confront problems directly.
Powerless.
Lacking power, strength, or authority, unable to act or effect change.
Examples:
powerless position. Powerless in the organization. During the hurricane, we felt powerless against the winds and rain.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples:
Strike up a conversation. Strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone. To identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Reconnect.
To connect again after a break or interruption.
Examples:
Reconnect a telephone. Reconnect with family. After a long period of estrangement, they reconnected with each other.
Altruistic.
Showing a selfless and disinterested concern for the happiness and well-being of other people.
Examples:
Altruistic behavior. Altruistic instincts in social animals. The company tried to build an altruistic image.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Witness.
A person who sees something happen, especially a crime or an accident.
Examples:
Witness of the car accident. A material witness. The manufacturing industry is witnessing fierce competition.
Affirm.
To assert that something is true or real, to state positively.
Examples:
Affirm old traditions. Affirm strong identity. I affirm that I will always stand by my beliefs.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples:
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Indivisible.
Unable to be divided or separated, not subject to alteration or change.
Examples:
Indivisible identity. Indivisible parts. Liberty and justice for all are indivisible concepts.
Awkward.
Making you feel uncomfortable or embarrassed, causing inconvenience or difficulty.
Examples:
An awkward expression. An awkward date. The awkward design of the interface made the operation difficult.
Poet.
A person who writes poetry.
Examples:
A court poet. A poet of sorts. She is a talented poet who has been recognized for her work.
Praise.
An expression that shows approval and admiration of the achievements or characteristics of someone or something.
Examples.
Attain critical praise. Universal praise. The drama series mainly received praise.
Honor.
High regard or great respect for someone, the quality of having and doing based on a keen sense of morality. Verb, to show respect towards someone.
Examples.
Womanly honor. Honor our ancestors. I claim on my honor that it is true.
Falter.
To hesitate or stumble in action or speech, to lose strength or momentum, to become unsteady or shaky.
Examples.
Falter in decision making. Falter in speech. My confidence began to falter as I gave my presentation in front of the class.
Cradle.
A small bed for an infant, often designed to rock back and forth, a place or region where something begins or originates.
Examples.
From the cradle to the grave. Cradle of civilization. The baby peacefully slept in her cradle, surrounded by stuffed animals and blankets.
Glory.
Great honor or success won by notable achievements.
Examples.
Greatest glory. Former glory. It is preferable to die in glory than to live in dishonor.
Stain.
To discolor, defile, or tarnish something. Noun, a discoloration or dirty mark on a surface that is difficult to remove.
Examples.
Stain the carpet. Red wine stain. The allegations of corruption stained her reputation, and she struggled to regain public trust.
Sand.
Finely granulated particles of rock or mineral material, typically found along beaches, deserts, or riverbeds, used in construction, landscaping, and other applications requiring drainage or abrasive action.
Examples.
Sand dunes. Sand castle. The sand on the beach was warm and golden.
Pluck.
To pull or draw something, especially with sudden force or effort, to strip of feathers.
Examples.
Pluck a gray hair. Pluck out weeds. She plucked the flowers off the bush.
Spray.
A fine mist of liquid that is dispersed into the air. Flower arrangement consisting of a single branch or shoot bearing flowers and foliage.
Examples.
A spray of mist. An insect spray. The artist used a spray paint can to create a graffiti mural on the wall.
Citadel.
A fortress, typically on high ground, Used to protect and defend a city, town, or other strategic location.
Examples:
Medieval citadel. Fortress citadel. The ancient citadel provided a vantage point for soldiers to watch over the city.
Sink.
To submerge or go down below the surface of a liquid or substance, to decline or deteriorate, to cause something to go down into a liquid substance or sink into something else.
Examples:
Sink a lot of capital. Sink a buzzer beater. The abandoned ship slowly began to sink into the murky waters of the harbor.
Rapture.
A feeling of extreme pleasure and happiness or excitement.
Examples:
With an expression of rapture. Feel great rapture. He gazed at the actor in rapture.
Keen.
Having or showing quick and eager intelligence or interest.
Examples:
Keen interest. Keen observation. He was keen to learn more about the subject and attended every lecture.
Eternal.
Being without beginning or end, lasting forever.
Examples:
The hope of eternal life. Eternal quarreling. In every civilization, rulers have tried everything possible to obtain eternal life.
Chorus.
A group of singers or speakers who perform together, typically in a musical or dramatic production, the part of a song where a soloist is joined by a group of singers.
Examples:
A mixed chorus. A quintet chorus. The chorus of the song was catchy and easily memorized.
Incarnate.
In bodily form, embodied.
Examples:
Incarnate spirit. A devil incarnate. The ancient people worshipped the incarnate deity.
Flesh.
The soft substance composing the body of a person or animal, as opposed to bones and other structures.
Examples:
Grow in flesh. Flesh eating. The flesh of the fruit is sweet and juicy.